Hare Krishna. Today we'll be seeing from NOI, that is the Nectar of Instruction. In this, the first shloka of Nectar of Instruction is about. Let me first find out that how many days it will take for completing this Nectar of Instruction. So I guess there are uh, 11 such shlokas, and we will see one by one each day. If one shloka extends beyond the time limit of one day, then it will be completed the next day, and even if that is too big, then the third day, so on. So vacha vegam manasakro the vegam jiva vegam udarapastha vegam etan vegan yo vishaheta dhira sarvam apimam prithivim sa shishyata. So this first shloka of Nectar of Instruction says that a sober person can tolerate the urge to speak, who can tolerate the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of tongue, belly, and genitals, is qualified to make disciples all over the world. In Srimad Bhagavatam 6.1.910, Parikshit Maharaj placed a number of intelligent questions before Shukdeva Swami. One of these questions was now about what does it mean, intelligent questions. So, intelligent questions, because Shukdev Goswami is doing Hari Katha. He is the one who uh, symbolizes the Kirtan aspect, the Shravan Kirtan. And so he's Shukdev Goswami, symbolizes the Kirtan aspect of devotion, and Parikshit Maharaj symbolizes the Shravan aspect. Why do so? Number of intelligent questions before Shukdev Goswami. So, what is intelligent question? Any question that a question must make sense. You cannot ask any just questions for the sake of asking. So, you cannot ask questions just for the sake of asking, and it will not sound good. So, first of all, even when you ask question just for the sake of asking, and you want to just do some you just want to do some chit chat, and you're not serious about asking. So when you ask, the moment you ask, the other person will understand that this person is asking just for the sake of asking. He is not asking to for genuine for genuine purpose. He is just asking for the sake of asking. The purpose has to be genuine. And then second is intelligent questions, and intelligent so as to grab more or extract more information from the speaker. So when one you ask a question, there is it involves, first of all, there is some there vague. You have a vague idea of it, so you ask the question. Secondly, when you ask in such a way that it should evoke la- big response from the speaker. The speaker should be, very much feel. He should feel like giving out more on that. Like there was only a little aspect of what you didn't understand, you ask only that much, he'll reply only that much. But the way you ask will evoke the speaker to speak more at more for more time, and he will expand on that topic even elaborately. So second is this, and then the third is about the present people, number of people present, and for the benefit of them. So when you this all things are involved, then that question is can be said to be a sensible question. So there are many people involved, and it is benefiting all the people. Such a question. So Parikshit was very intelligent, and he asked only intelligent questions before Shukdev Goswami. One of these questions was, why do people undergo atonement if they cannot control their senses? Once you ask, suppose if you commit a sin, and then again you ask, you repent for that. But if you have repented, it means tomorrow you will not do the same sin again. So if you commit a sin and repeat it the next day, you repent. Suppose you commit a sin, repent for it. And repenting means what? I will not do it again. And you repent, and then next day again you do the very same mistake. So, what is this? So, one of the questions Parikshit is asking Shukdev Goswami Maharaj, why do people undergo atonement if they cannot control their senses? For instance, a thief may know perfectly well that he may be arrested for stealing, and he may actually even see a thief arrested by the police, yet he continues to steal. So, he knows that stealing in this way is bad and you'll get caught. There are other people who steal and they get caught. He knows that the police will catch him, yet he continues to steal. Experience is gathered by hearing and seeing. One who is less intelligent gathers that stealing. One who is less intelligent gathers experience by seeing, and one who is more intelligent gathers experience by hearing. So that is why we have to always hear properly. When an intelligent person hears from the inhabitants, or when an intelligent person, sorry, hears from the law books and shastras or scriptures that stealing is not good, and he hears that a thief is punished when arrested, he refrains from that theft. He just refrains from that theft, that this doing this is not good, but there is still a tendency to steal in him. So, how will this go? You have to repent sincerely, because since the tendency to steal is there, it will keep coming and you'll be tempted to steal either this thing or the other. A less intelligent person may first have to be arrested and punished for stealing to learn to stop stealing. However, a rascal foolish man may have the experience of both hearing and seeing and may even be punished. But a rascal, foolish man, he may have the experience of both hearing and seeing and may be purchased, but but still he continues to steal. Even if such a person atones and is punished by the government, he'll commit theft as soon as he comes out of the jail. If punishment in jail is considered atonement, what is the benefit of such atonement? So Parikshit Maharaj inquired this in the shloka of Bhagavatam 6th canto, first chapter. And the shloka I will like to read it, that श्रीराजवाच दृष्टा श्रुताभ्यां यत पापं जानन् अपि आत्मनो हितं करोति भूयो विवशा प्रायश्चित्तम अथो कथाम. Maharaj Parikshit said, one may know that sinful activity is injurious for him, but uh, because he actually sees that a criminal is punished by the government and rebuked by people in general, and because he hears from the scriptures and learned scholars that one is thrown into hellish conditions in the next life for committing sinful acts. Nevertheless, in spite of knowledge, one is forced to commit sins again and again, even after performing acts of atonement. Therefore, what is the value of such an atonement? In some religious sects, a sinful man goes to a priest to confess his sinful acts. In some religious sects, a sinful man goes to priest to confess his sinful acts and pays fine. But then he again commits the same sins and returns to confess them again. This is the practice of a professional sinner. Parikshit Maharaj's observations indicate that even 5,000 years ago, it was practice of criminals to atone for their crimes, but then but then commit the same crimes again. He again. So that was the thing, as if he is forced to do so. Therefore, owing to his practical experience, Parikshit Maharaj saw that the process of repeatedly sinning and atoning is pointless. Regardless of how many times he is punished, one who is actually attached to the sense enjoyment will commit sinful acts again and again until he is trained to refrain from enjoying his senses. The word vivash is used here, indicating that even one who does not want to commit sinful acts will be forced to do so by habit. Here, the word used is vivash. Parikshit Maharaj therefore considered the process of atonement to have little value for saving one from sinful acts. So, so he's asking. Um, actually, he's rejecting this process of. He's actually rejecting this process. So, what is he rejecting? That if you atone for some sins that you have done, but then again keep committing the same sins again and again, what is the value of such an atonement? Like, repenting. So once you repent means you are taking a oath, like, you are taking a vow that such a sin will not be repeated again. So that is the whole idea about not committing any sin of that nature again, because once you have repented, you've atoned for, then that is expected. So sometimes one who is very alert as to not commit sinful acts is victimized by sinful life again. I therefore consider this process of repeated sinning, atoning, to be useless. It is like the bathing of an elephant, for an elephant cleanses itself by taking full bath, but then throws dust over its head and body as soon as it returns to the land. So Parikshit Maharaj inquired how a human being could free himself from sinful activities so as not to be forced to go to the hellish planetary systems after death. Shukdev Goswami answered that the process of counteracting sinful life is atonement. In this way, Shukdev Goswami tested the intelligence of Maharaj Parikshit, who passed the exam by refusing to accept this process as genuine. Parikshit Maharaj is expecting another answer from his spiritual master, that is Shukdev Goswami. So let us see what is Shukdev Maharaj saying further. So I have this. So, so in the three verses are there, and in that he's asking, so what is the value of bathing? So similarly, many spiritual practitioners, they chant Hare Krishna, Mahamantra, and same time they commit many forbidden things, thinking that their chanting will counteract their offenses, thinking that their chanting will counteract the offenses. Of the 10 types of offenses, there are 10 types of offenses that can be, towards the holy name, and that is namno balad yasehi papa buddhi, committing sinful activities on the strength of chanting of Harinam. The certain people of other religion like Christians, they go to the church to confess their sins, thinking that confessing the sins before a priest and performing some penance will relieve them from the results of their weekly sins. As soon as the day of their day of the church visit comes, Sunday comes, they again begin their sinful activities. Parikshit Maharaj, the most intelligent king of his time, has condemned this kind of prayashchit or atonement. Shukdev Goswami, equally intelligent as befitting spiritual master of Maharaj Parikshit, answered the king and confirmed that his statement concerning atonement was correct. A sinful activity cannot be counteracted by a pious activity. Thus, real prayashchit atonement is the awakening of our dormant Krishna consciousness. So, if you commit a sin and then atone for it, but then again there will be a tendency to commit the same sin again next day. And so, what is the use of such an atonement is the question of Parikshit Maharaj. And to this, and this, he's asking a very intelligent question. That is what Shukdev Paramhans he feels. Now he's sitting in front of the Paramhans, so he naturally ask all uh, relevant questions and important ones that might be, the deciding factor of whether or not he is coming into devotional service or drifting away from it. So uh, that is the thing. A sinful activity cannot be counteracted by a pious activity. uh, thus the real prayashchit or atonement is in the awakening of our dormant Krishna consciousness. The real atonement, it involves coming to real knowledge, and for this there is a standard process. If one follows a regulated hygienic process, he'll not fall sick. A human being is meant to be trapped according to certain principles to revive his original knowledge. Such a methodical life is described as tapasya. One can be gradually elevated to the standard of real knowledge or Krishna consciousness by practicing austerity and celibacy, by controlling the mind, by controlling the senses, and by giving up one's possessions in charity. By being Such a methodical life is described as tapasya. One can be gradually elevated to the standard of real knowledge or Krishna consciousness by practicing austerity and celibacy, by controlling mind, controlling senses, and giving up one's possessions in charity, by being avowedly truthful, and by keeping clean and practicing yoga asanas. However, if one is just so fortunate that he's so fortunate that he learns how to control his mind, and he has some practice for that. So simply by following the regulative principles of Krishna consciousness, refraining from illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, and spiritual master. So this easy process is being recommended by Srila Rupa Goswami. So how to control all the senses, and how to go about stopping this kind of false atonement where again one is prone to commit sins. We shall see tomorrow. Hare Krishna. So, this is the series of committing offenses on the strength of holy now.